The highest performers are the people who can recover the fastest rather than work the longest. And that's because rest is not the opposite of productivity. Rest is what makes productivity possible. Thank you for listening to Routines Revenue. This is your place to build routines and bank results. I'm Ildikó Sealey, your routine and performance strategist, and I help business owners build the personal capacity that allows consistent professional performance. And this episode is 100% for you. If you wear exhaustion like a badge of honor and secretly you wonder why your thinking is becoming slower instead of sharper. But if you are ready to treat recovery as part of your business strategy, I will begin. This is Routine Reset 23, and we look at rest and recovery. What are the deliberate habits that allow your body and mind to restore between periods of effort so that your energy, your judgment, and your leadership all remain consistent over time? It's almost the status quo to believe that the answer to a difficult season is pushing harder and working longer, or maybe sleeping less. Or has eating at the desk become a regular occurrence for you? Or even worse, skipping lunch altogether, or answering just that one more email before bed? But for a while, it might even work because the adrenaline carries you through. You probably even convince yourself that you are totally committed, you are ambitious, and you're resilient. But then over time, you will start noticing some changes. You might notice that the same amount of work starts to feel heavier. You find that your concentration shortens a little, and then you even get to the point where small decisions become tiring. And none of this has anything to do with motivation, which, if you know me enough, doesn't even exist, in my opinion. And if you followed me for a while, you probably know why I think that. But all of this is accumulated recovery of debt. Remember the episode with Nicola about hydration reflecting a very similar thing? We borrow energy from the future, but that debt catches up with us. What is hard to get our head around is that we don't improve during training. We actually improve during recovery, just like professional athletes. But for some reason, business owners often reverse this principle. But recovery is not a reward for finishing everything. Just like one of my mentors taught me, rest is not a reward, it's a prerequisite to productivity. It's actually the condition that allows you to finish anything well. So, stop viewing recovery as time lost and start viewing it as capacity gained. Just create yourself some deliberate stopping points. Classic one, have a proper lunch break. How about a walk outside? But one of my absolute standard ones is standing up between focus sessions, doing some stretches and movement, or even closing your laptop at a predetermined time to finish the day. But let's zoom out a little and look at physical health as a whole. Recovery also happens through sleep routines, through movement, hydration, and nutrition, as well as paying attention to our physical environment, which is a much neglected part of physical health. And Lorraine Lewis explored this beautifully in our last week's interview episode. Her key point is that the environment you rest in either supports your recovery or works against it. But when your home feels ordered and calm, your nervous system will do the same. But nutrition, hydration, your environment and movement and rest and recovery, all together, they create a body capable of supporting your ambitious goals. So please ask yourself, what am I doing today that allows tomorrow's version of me to perform well? Because recovery is preparing you for your next period of meaningful work. Now, one of my early clients believed that she simply needed better time management. We discovered that she was working through lunch every single day and pushing through her orders. Now, after our time utilization session, she began taking a genuine lunch break, started eating properly, and she was spending that break away from her workspace. So within weeks, she reported feeling better in general because she was eating better. She had better concentration because she used that time to think through her afternoon, which consequently became more organized, and that resulted in considerably higher productivity. But the absolute bonus was that she finished earlier and spent more time with her children. How beautiful is that? You see, nothing magical happened. She simply stopped expecting a machine that never rested to keep performing indefinitely. So, what if nothing changes and these pitfalls become the norm? What if you just continue pushing through until your best thinking becomes completely average thinking and you don't even realize it? Undoubtedly, your creativity will shrink and your decision quality will definitely fall. What's worse, you might mistake exhaustion for aging and reduced performance for lack of ability. But the consequence is that your business will suffer long before you realize it, and that the problem was never even your commitment, but rather the lack of scheduled recovery. So let's have a look. When do you build recovery into your routine? I would really hope that it's not after a burnout, nor after the holiday that you keep postponing. But the time to build recovery into your routine is right now. And if this has highlighted where your capacity may be leaking, your next step is simple. Visit routinerevolution.co.uk, where you can find out more about building good health routines into your life that form part of your business infrastructure. Now, via the website, you can also book a no-commitment discovery call to explore what decisions you've been putting off and how to expand on that. For now, recover deliberately. Your best work depends on it. And please remember, a healthier you makes a wealthier you.